You use 100% of your brain. The idea that humans only use 10% of their brains is one of the most persistent myths in popular science, and it is completely false. Here is what the science actually says. Modern brain imaging technology, including MRI scans, has shown that virtually all areas of the brain are active at some point during the day. Different regions activate for different tasks. Your visual cortex fires when you see something. Your motor cortex fires when you move. Your prefrontal cortex fires when you make decisions. Over the course of a normal day, essentially your entire brain is used. Even during sleep, large portions of your brain remain highly active, consolidating memories, regulating body functions, and processing emotions. From an evolutionary standpoint, the 10% myth makes no biological sense. The human brain consumes approximately 20% of the body's total energy, despite making up only 2% of its weight. Evolution does not maintain expensive organs that are 90% idle. If we only used 10% of our brains, the other 90% would have been selected away millions of years ago. So where did the myth come from? Several possible sources. Early neuroscience in the late 1800s and early 1900s could only identify the function of certain brain regions. The areas whose functions were not yet understood were sometimes incorrectly assumed to be unused. Self-help writers in the early 20th century latched onto this misunderstanding and inflated it into the 10% claim to sell books about unlocking human potential. Albert Einstein was also falsely credited with saying it, which gave it undeserved. He never said it. There is no verified source for the quote. The myth was further cemented in popular culture by films like Lucy and Limitless, which built their entire premises around it. The truth is that brain damage to virtually any region of the brain causes some form of impairment. If 90% of the brain were truly unused, damage to those areas would have no effect. But it does. Every time. What other science myths do you want me to debunk? Drop them in the comments. Follow Morbid Historian for a new dark secret every week.